Good afternoon, everyone. I hope that everyone is having, just a restful and peaceful, relaxing afternoon. I know y'all probably all went on Amazon or something and bought essential oils after today's lesson. So after the 10 to 11 lesson today, I'm just going to go close the door real quick. I'll be right back. All right. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to be taking roll call for a little bit. So all you need for this slide is pen and paper. Remember that you are going to turn in these notes for your 5 to 6 assignment. So please write good notes. So welcome, everyone. Give everyone till like 12:07 to log in because I know we were a little bit late. So don't forget, for those of you who are new or this isn't your first live, don't forget roll call, first name, last initial, school, and time you clocked in. So don't forget about that. And all you need is good old-fashioned pen and paper, your good old-fashioned spiral if you have it. Don't forget to keep your notes all nice and neat because we are going to turn these notes in whenever we come back. So don't forget about that. Just compile a big old thing of them. All right. So in this slide, we are just going to learn. So in this slide, we are just going to learn about each individual essential oil. So it's going to be a fun lesson. Maybe you can mail them to us. You can drop them off whenever we open back up again. So you can do either of those choices. Just email either Katie about it or email Wendy, and we'll just get that done for you. So don't forget that you are turning in these notes. So you are going to take notes. All right. So let's get started. I know that it's kind of slowing down on the people roll calling in. So let's start on Amyris oil, Amyris, essential oil. I'm just going to put oil, but you know that they are essential oils. So Amyris oil. So what this oil does is it uplifts mood and spirit. It helps with muscle relaxation. And it relieves anxiety. So that is what a Maurice oil does. Some of them we're just going to have what they do. Some of them we're going to have what they smell like. Some of them are going to have some fun facts on them. So they're all going to be different kind of notes for each one. If you want to learn more about each one, that is completely okay. You can always just look them up. But this is what we're going to write for a Maurice oil. And it looks kind of like you're going to get the oil from the leaf. So it kind of looks like a little leafy green. Yes, Lauren, there's a lot of them that a lot of people have not heard of. That's why I really like it. Remember, essential oils come from roots, barks, and all of that kind of stuff. So whenever you're thinking about it, a lot of different plants, pretty much any plant can be an essential oil whenever you really truly think about what essential oils are. So, like, that's what's cool. So if you haven't heard of this one, it's anise oil. If you've ever seen the star anises, it's a spice. Anise oil, sorry. So what anise oil is, it's a narcotic. It helps with, it helps you go to sleep. Narcotic. It's a pain reliever. An antiseptic. A decongestant. I mean, that'll help a lot. And it is also a flavor. It can be used as a natural lice remover, an insecticide, and it is good for oral health. So this is anise oil. If you've ever seen the star anises, that is what this is. So it's basically just pressed oil. It's good for a lot of different things, especially a lice remover. That's really awesome. I know a lot of people say a natural lice remedy is like coconut oil and just drown them, or olive oil or mayonnaise. I mean, you can use it to help out with the lice. Just put some anise oil in some mayo. I guess that'll make it smell better. But Zuli says they use anise oil in their house. Yes, it's so good. It's one of those, I really, really like the spicy, really good, wholesome, like smells like Christmas kind of oils. So I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to write this. So anise oil. And a lot of these essential oils date back to a long, long, long time ago. Like Egyptians used them with mummifications, you know, they used to date back to a long, long time ago. There we go. So let's go to arnica oil, essential oil. Arnica. It is spelled A-R-N-I-C-A, arnica. What arnica does is it helps with muscle spasms, well, muscle aches, spasms, pulled muscles, sprains, bruises, swelling, insect bites, and hair loss. So arnica. So the arnica plant, it's like a flower. It looks a little bit like a daisy. So that is what this plant is. If you would like, you can totally Google what the plant looks like to help out, you know, to kind of get a name to the flower or the plant. So what this one really does is it really helps with a ton of like anatomy, helping you out there. So if you kind of look in some of the biofreeze ingredients and stuff like that, you may or may not see this little guy. So essential oils is used in a lot of things. If you want a natural, you know, kind of muscle relax, you know, help with muscle aches, you could do Anika oil with some coconut oil and rub it on your aches and pains. So that is always fun. Remember, with a ton of essential oils, there are some that you can congest. There are some that are plants. There are some that animals cannot be around. So just take those into consideration. Whenever you're really looking at essential oils, do a lot of research before you diffuse essential oils, especially if you have pets. So there's just a little disclaimer there. Sam Slottish says arnica gel works so well for bruises. Yes, that's what the essential oil said. It really helps with bruises. So, you know, if you run into tables a lot like I do, if you just have bruises from running into tables, you know, arnica oil would be great for you to get. Our next essential oil is astragalus oil. It is astragalus oil. Astragalus oil. I'm going to leave this up here for you guys to be able to see. Christy says I always run my big toe or my pinky toe into something. So our astragalus oil, it helps with weakness or fatigue, chronic weakness, fatigue, digestion, bloating. One second, guys. Hello world. Are y'all learning about essential oils and doing everything all together? Yes? What are y'all learning about right now? No, they're writing notes. Cedar oil? Ooh, I can't do cedar. That's next. Yeah. Hey, live and you learn, son. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. All right. So astragalus oil, it is chronic weakness, fatigue, digestion, bloating, ulcers, if you don't know what those are, ulcers, low immunity, colds, allergies, the flu, and UTIs, or urinary tract infections. So as you can see, astragalus oil does a lot of different things for your health. It helps with a lot. So, you know, if you diffuse it, it can help your immunity. So yeah, it is very interesting, Jessica. A lot of these oils can do a lot of different things for you. You know, I used to always, whenever I had, whenever my chest was really congested, I used to diffuse eucalyptus because it was kind of like my own little homemade Vicks vapor rub. So. So that is astragalus oil. Like I said, I used to blend eucalyptus and it was just like my own little Vicks vapor rub. It was so awesome. But I had to be very, very careful. I could only blend like a little bit because eucalyptus is very toxic to pets. So we're going to be learning about eucalyptus oil as well. So astragalus oil. Jessica, what you could do is you could do a few in like a carrier oil, like coconut oil. They say if you swish coconut oil in your mouth, it's a natural teeth whitener. So you could just do a few little drops in some coconut oil and swish it in your mouth for an ulcer. So just to kind of, you know, freshen your breath a little, and it helps with those ulcers. So that's how you would do it without you know, because you need it diluted. So now we're going to talk about Atlas cedar oil. So Atlas cedar oil. Fun fact about it, it was used for mummification. So Atlas cedar oil. It was used for mummification. It's an insect repellent. It is antibacterial. It helps with eczema, aches, and psoriasis. It says it's supposed to help you with some psoriasis. And then I'm going to kind of, because, you know, essential oils are fun, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a recipe on here for a bath soak, just because, you know, just because I can. So a little recipe for a bath soak. This one eases tension. Anxiety and insomnia. So the bath soak for this one is going to be 3 drops of cedar, 3 drops of Lang Lang, and 3 drops of rosemary. So, Stacy said, I've made my own insect repellent at home from essential oils. Yes. So I gave you a little recipe there if you'd like it, you know. So Atlas cedar oil was used for mummification. Remember, like I said, essential oils have been around for a very, very, very long time. Of course, now they don't, of course, back then they didn't have like distillation. They just pressed it, but it was still cool. So Atlas cedar oil is used for mummification. It is an insect repellent. It's antibacterial. It can use to help kind of not treat, but it can use to help with eczema and psoriasis and acne as well. Sorry. And there's a little bath soak recipe if you would like. It's 3 drops of cedar, Atlas cedar oil, 3 drops of Lang Lang, and 3 drops of rosemary. And that little bath soak recipe I gave you is supposed to help ease tension, anxiety, and insomnia. So, and if you guys ever are using essential oils for anything, just like Stacy did, she makes her own insect repellent from essential oils, let me know in the comments. I love to see you guys' participation in comments. So, Carmen, you can use it the same way. You can use it with a carrier oil and for the dilution and just rub it on the eczema. So remember, guys, whenever it's supposed to go anywhere on the skin or anywhere, you need a carrier or you need to dilute it. So you probably should use like an oil to dilute it. So yeah. So that's some little fun facts about it. Our next is going to be bay oil. So if any of you have ever cooked with bay leaves, this is from bay leaves. Or if any of you have ever eaten at a restaurant and you've looked at your soup and there's a bay leaf in there, but it looks like an oak leaf. Not really like an oak leaf, but like a leaf. And you're just like, what? So, yes. Oh, Stacy says she has made many things. She has a book and a kit at home. Yes, I love using my essential oils to make stuff. Mallory says, I order through Melissima for my essential oils. I like to use their blue oil for pain. Yes. Another good one is doTERRA. It's kind of more expensive, but it's a good essential oil brand. So our next essential oil, our sixth one. Oh, my marker is completely out. Let me get a new one real quick. Is bay oil. Sorry if it's not, if it's a different color. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, we're gonna do green. Hopefully it's gonna be like a good dark green. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to like dig through my bag to find a good one. But this is a great time to kind of give y'all's hands a break. Okay. Number 6 is bay oil. And it's BAY oil. All right. So bay oil it can be used for hair loss treatment. It relieves muscles and joints. It can treat dandruff. A lot of essential oils can actually treat dandruff, which is a really good thing. It can treat dandruff and oily or flaky scalp, and it can give hair shine. It can be an insect repellent. And it is antifungal. So a little recipe I have for you guys for this one. Recipe is 2 drops of bay oil and then 4 drops of myrtle to create, it helps treat flu symptoms. So if you want a little recipe, that's a little diffuser recipe for you guys to help treat flu symptoms. So here we are. Our bay oil helps with hair loss treatment. It relieves muscle and joints. It helps treat dandruff and oily or flaky scalp. And it is an insect repellent and antifungal. So this little recipe right here, sorry, I spelled recipe wrong. I just realized that. It helps treat the flu symptoms. So it's 2 bay leaves and 2 drops of bay oil and 4 drops of myrtle oil. So that is your bay oil. I like to give you a little recipe sometimes because it's just, you can use so much with them. So there is bay oil. That was our number 6. Oh, almost dropped my whiteboard. Okay, our number 7 is bergamot oil. Our 7th oil is bergamot. A lot of you are able and know what bergamot is. It's a type of orange oil. So bergamot oil. What bergamot oil does is a natural mosquito repellent. Yes, a lot of people love bergamot oil. It smells very citrusy. So it's a natural mosquito repellent. So that's what's awesome about it. If you like have a pure essential oil candle and you burn it, you know, it can help keep mosquitoes away outside. So its scent, it has a fruity and spicy scent. So bergamot is not just, it doesn't just have citrus, it's a fruity and spicy scent. Bergamot you cannot take orally. So you can't ingest bergamot. And it is antibacterial. Most of the citrus essential oils are antibacterial. So they are great for cleaning products. So bergamot oil, natural mosquito repellent. It's fruity and spicy scent. You do not take this one orally, and it is, but it's antibacterial. It actually, so with bergamot, if you want to use your bergamot in diffuser, you know, to kind of keep away some, keep away some mosquitoes if you want to do that outside, or if you just love the smell of bergamot like I do, it pairs well with sage, lemon, lavender, rosewood, and tangerine. So those are some good pairings with that bergamot is really good with. So bergamot oil. Our 8th essential oil is black seed oil. And if you guys have any comments, like, let me know what you guys are thinking. I know you guys are writing, so it's completely okay. But let me know what you guys are thinking about everything. So black seed oil. So it's treats respiratory, kidney, cardiovascular, which is like the heart, digestive, liver, and the immune system. So as you can see, they can be. This one can be digested, can be ingested. So Connor, how to use most of these? So you can use a lot of essential oils by essential oil diffuser. You can put them in a necklace. Sometimes you can, yes, you can put the ones that can be ingested in a tea. Or some water. Whenever it comes to your body, I would not suggest do not ever put, pure essential oils on any part of your body just because it can create a rash and it can hurt you. So if there is some stuff that you want to ingest and it is good to ingest, you can mix it with water or you can mix it with some coconut oil or do any of that. So black seed oil, if you can digest it. I know you guys are shopping for essential oils. So yes, you can put these in your tea, Connor. That's a good observation. So black seed oil. And fun fact about black seed oil is that they believed it was a remedy for all disease, like way back in like mummification, Egyptian ages, they believed that it cured all diseases except death. Like they honestly did. So that's a little fun fact about black seed oil. And there's a lot of essential oils, especially on this list, that I'm just looking at and I'm like, okay, this, how do we not know about this? How is this not a common essential oil? So, so black seed oil. As you can see, they help a lot. So it can be ingested. Our next oil, number 9, is borage oil. Number 9. Brianna, is there a jasmine oil? Yes, there is. It smells amazing. So borage oil. As you can see, we're going in like alphabetical order because we were bergamot, black seed, borage. So we're kind of going in alphabetical order. So borage oil. And it is spelled B-O-R-A-G-E, borage. So what borage oil does is it can moisturize the skin. It helps with period symptoms for ladies. So some of the period symptoms that it can help with are like mood swings, it helps with cramps. So that's really awesome about it. So it reduces stress. It can help with blood pressure. And this one is safe to eat or ingest. So borage oil. It's actually, if you look at the real flower, like it's actually a very beautiful blue flower. And a lot of different essential oils help with reducing stress and anxiety. That's why a lot of people with anxiety or a lot of people with stress, they use essential oils because, I say it's cheaper than a therapist. Essential oils are cheaper than a therapist. You should always get help if you need it. So they can help with a lot of different things. So that is number 9, which is borage oil. So Jana says we have a jasmine bush in our backyard and the whole yard smells like, yes, jasmine and honeysuckle do the exact same thing. So everyone, I love my essential oils. Our number 10 oil is burdock oil. It is burdock oil. And that is how you spell it, B-U-R-D-O-C-K, burdock. It is also known as bur oil, B-U-R. This one is extracted from the leaves and root of the burdock plant. So burdock oil has been marketed or hair loss. It is a huge thing with hair loss. And then people with diabetes, beware of burdock oil, because diabetes, it can make your blood sugar higher, which is a bad thing with diabetics. So avoid use. So here's some facts about burdock oil. So guys, whenever we're looking at essential oils, you have to remember to do your research, because a lot of essential oils pregnant women cannot use. So if you're doing a facial and you use a certain essential oil, it is almost as bad as doing a heavy massage on a person who's in labor, because especially on their feet, because they can go into early labor. So make sure that you understand that essential oils are pretty powerful, and that a lot of, you have to look at the people who can and can't use certain oils, because certain pregnant ladies cannot use certain essential oils. Pets cannot breathe in or ingest certain essential oils. So be careful with that. Like this one, diabetics can't use it. So make sure that you're doing a lot of research on each one of them to know which ones, certain people can or can't use, or animals. So just be warned on that one. All right. So now we are going to talk about our 11th essential oil is caraway oil. It is caraway oil. That is how you spell it, C-A-R-A-W-A-Y, caraway. So this essential oil is really, really awesome because it helps alleviate mental strain, and emotional fatigue. I know a lot of people don't talk about emotional fatigue or mental strain. Mental strain is like whenever, I know some of you went to college or high school and you're writing this huge paper and your brain just can't do it anymore. And you're just like, I can't no, I have to do something else. So that's mental strain. And then emotional fatigue, is whenever you're just emotionally tired, if you've been crying a lot, you have emotional fatigue. You're just like, I'm done feeling this feeling. So caraway oil can help with that. Caraway oil has a sweet, spicy odor with a slight peppery smell. And remember, don't use essential oils on anyone who is not around 1 year old. They say that they shouldn't be, that you can diffuse it, but don't use a ton of amounts of anyone near, like, under 1 year old. So, it comes from the seeds of the caraway plant. So there is caraway oil. A few fun facts about it is it can help fight oily skin, clear acne, heal bruises and boils, and clean infected wounds. It can smooth itchy skin and dandruff. But these are the ones you really, really need to know. So like we said, it can come from roots, it can come from seeds, essential oils can, so it can come from pretty much any part of the plant. So caraway oil. Our number 12 is cardamom seed oil. So if any of you have ever cooked with cardamom, I have. Whenever I make homemade pho, I use cardamom. So this is cardamom seed essential oil. And I tried to choose right now some essential oils that you guys don't really know and that I didn't either, just so that way, you know, because if we did lavender, lemon, and all that, you know, the people who are really into essential oils, you know, already know those. So cardamom seed oil. It has a sweet, spicy fragrance. It helps dispel toxins from the body. And it promotes oral health. Sorry, I was like, I completely lost my train of thought. A lot of times, cardamom seed oil is actually used in mouthwashes. So it promotes oral health. So cardamom seed oil. This little fun fact about this guy, it is one of the most expensive spices in the world. So that's crazy. It's used, some other little fun facts about it is used to help cure muscular and respiratory spasms. And it can provide, you know, it can provide relief for pulled muscles and cramps. And it can stimulate the entire digestive system. So cardamom seed oil. Sorry, I forgot to put 12 on there. All right. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So that is cardamom seed oil. That is 12, number 12. So I like these because these are, you know, they're interesting because some of these you're going to be like, what? They actually have that? So our next one, number 13, is carrot seed oil. So number 13, carrot seed oil. What carrot seed oil, I know all of you are thinking like, what? Carrots, yeah. What they originate from is dried seeds of wild carrot plants. Its fragrance is earthy and root-like. Because you can use any essential oils in your essential oil diffuser or your little necklaces or anything. So, you know, make sure that you kind of like the scent that you're using. So I kind of like to say the scents that they have. What carrot seed oil is used for is stress and anxiety. So it relieves stress and anxiety. Respiratory and digestive functions, and do not use if pregnant. So that is carrot seed oil. Remember, whenever we're talking about different essential oils, like I've said before, each one might not be good for a person. This one is not good if you're pregnant, but make sure that you do your researches so that way you do not put it on essential oil on a person that they cannot have. So just make sure. Lindy said use caution around animals as well. Yes, a lot of animals cannot do certain essential oils, so make sure that you're doing that as well. So carrot seed oil, it's from the seeds of wild carrot plants. It's earthy and root-like fragrance. It really helps with stress and anxiety, and it also helps with respiratory and digestive functions. And do not use it if you are pregnant or anyone around you is pregnant. So make sure on that. Essential oils are very, very powerful, everyone. So Brianna, that's a good question. So ASPCA has on their website, it kind of has like a little things of what's safe for pets and what's not. So which essential oils are and aren't. So just be able to just look at those, just look at that list and see which ones are safe and not safe for animals. And if not, you can always just kind of look them up on the internet and do a little tiny research to see if they are safe. Marie asked, can an esthetician works while she's pregnant? Yes, she can. It's just she can't use these essential oils, these certain essential oils for it. Yes, ASPCA. Yep. They have a really huge plant section of what like cats and dogs and horses and rabbits are can't be around. So fun fact, your snake plants are actually harmful to cats and dogs. So I had to put mine outside. Yeah, not fun. All right, so our next one is Casa bark oil. So CASSIA bark oil. So Casa bark oil. And usually whenever you're buying like essential oils off of like doTERRA's website and stuff like that, they'll usually have do not use if pregnant or do not use if breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is another one as well that you have to be careful for. So Casa bark oil. Its scent is strong, warm, and woodsy odor. I don't like the word odor because it makes me have a bad like vibe, but it is a strong, warm, and woodsy scent. It improves cardiovascular, digestive, circulation, and immune system disorders. So be careful on this one because it can be a potential skin irritant. So with essential oils, just like you guys wouldn't use the wrong shampoo or the wrong, if someone asked for a red nail polish, you wouldn't put green on them. So make sure that you're doing some research on your essential oils that you're using. So Casa bark oil. It is a strong, warm, and woodsy odor. It improves cardiovascular, digestive circulation, and immune system disorders. And it can be a potential skin irritant, so be careful on this one. So Casa bark oil. And our last one, which is super fun, I think this one's fun. Our last one is catnip oil, catnip essential oil. Catnip is a real plant, so Catnip is a real plant, so yes, you can get essential oils from it. So, catnip oil. So I would not recommend putting this, dripping it on animals, doing anything with this with animals. First off, it's highly, highly, highly concentrated, you guys. If you drip it on their food or anything like that, it's super concentrated and it's too much for them. So be very, very careful with this one, okay? It's from the catnip plant. What's fun about catnip oil, it's used as medicine. Insect repellent. And it can help tighten skin. So that's some fun things about catnip oil. Taylor said she loves this one. Yes, catnip oil is fun. It has a very weird smell to it. So, I mean, I wouldn't diffuse it. And also if you have animals, I wouldn't diffuse it as well, just because, you know, that might, you know, it might be too much for them. Victoria said, isn't catnip related to peppermint? I honestly do not know that one. That's a good question to look up, honestly. I want to say yes, but it could be related to something else. So, catnip oil. It's from the catnip plant, used in medications, insect repellents, and it tightens skin. So, catnip oil. And that is number 15 and our last one. So, no worries. If I went a little too fast, which I was saying the notes and writing them down and saying them while I was writing down, so shouldn't be too fast. But if I was going too fast, you can always rewind this video. Remember that you do turn in these notes, so I'm looking for 1 through 15 on our essential oils. So this is kind of what the 12 to 1 live is going to be like. It's just going to be having fun, learning about all the different types of essential oils, which is always cool. I always love learning about them, especially new ones I have not learned. So you can always go back and rewatch the video to get them. Remember that you guys are turning this in to me. Let me check the time for you guys so that way I do not misspeak anything. So there we go. So you guys are turning this into me no later than, oh, excuse me. You guys are turning this in to Molly. So you're going to turn in your 5 to 6 notes, turn into Molly no later than 6 p.m. Excuse me. Your 2 to 4 assignment, you're going to handwrite a page on what you use for aromatherapy and how it affects you. Turn that into me no later than 5 p.m. Turn these notes in no later than Molly to 6 p.m. So you guys can do final roll call. Go ahead and do that one. I hope to see you. I hope you guys have a great day. Mabry, have a great last day. Congratulations on graduating. Don't forget your final roll call, and the rest of the day is just assignments, so don't forget about those. You're going to turn the 2 to 4 into me, and you're going to turn the 5 to 6 in to Molly. So make sure that you have all that. Thanks, guys.